Happy Saturday, February 15th. I can't believe we're already like 6 weeks into 2025. Wild. If you are new to my channel, my name is Cornelia. I make vlogs about living the life of an entrepreneur and adventures across Canada. Half of my channel is very much candle focused, building a candle business, but then also fun vlogs and just taking you guys with me on a week-to-week basis. So for those of you who are new here, you might not have as much interest in this vlog just because I'm giving a bit of a life update, but for those of you who have been following my channel for a few years, or you know me personally, I thought this video would be interesting because I am in a huge transition phase in my life right now, and I think it's important to talk about just because if you are a fan of my channel, then you might want to know kind of what's going on. In the last few vlogs, I have mentioned that some big shifts have been happening, big changes, new jobs, old jobs being gone. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take you guys through a cozy weekend at home and vlog about it and kind of just let you know where I'm at. Friends, happy Saturday. I was trying to stretch and talk, but the view is not working. Anyways, I'm just checking in. Oh my God, I'm so stiff. My back is killing me for some reason. I worked out with a kettlebell the last couple days, working on my strength, and I feel like, I don't know, anytime I get kind of back into routine of strength 2 days a week, or like back to back, I'm sore. Anyways, I need to stretch. But yeah, thanks for joining me on this reset weekend. Kind of just an intercut here, just checking in. And I haven't been home in my own space, like by myself in I don't even know how long, like probably since Christmas. So it feels really nice to just be taking the weekend to myself, and my partner's working. So I'm just resetting after all of the big changes and cleaning the house and making some candles and relaxing. Had a really nice morning just kind of watching YouTube, catching up with a friend, and now I'm doing a little nutrition, hydration info session here because I was actually curious myself. So typically I buy Element electrolytes, but I only can get them once a year because I have to get them in the States. But I'm not buying Element, I buy Organica, or sometimes Prime is on sale at Costco. So I was just looking at Prime, and honestly I don't really feel like it's too much of an electrolyte. Like, it has a lot of benefits in terms of vitamins, like 176% of vitamin B6, 208% of vitamin B12, 100% of vitamin C, 100% of vitamin E, 30% magnesium, and 21% potassium. So there's definitely a lot of like awesome benefits in it, and it tastes really, really good. It also is made with coconut water, whereas Organica is technically more of an electrolyte, I would say, because electrolyte technically is like a balance of sodium, potassium, magnesium. Whereas Organica has 4% of your daily potassium, so less than Prime, a bunch of vitamin C, 1% of iron, 2% of calcium, 19% of your daily sodium, whereas Prime has like 1%, and 14% magnesium. So if I'm comparing the two, Prime has way more magnesium and way more potassium and a lot more vitamins, whereas Organica has more sodium, so obviously the refueling of salt, but it has way less potassium and less magnesium. So I'll do a comparison on the screen, but just for reference, if you're looking at electrolytes, I would say Prime is not really an electrolyte drink, in my personal opinion. I just looking at the nutrition, Organica is a great option. I like this brand a lot because it's Canadian. I also get the one with collagen, so it has 5 grams of protein in it. But I will say, if you're looking for like a proper electrolyte, I do think Element wins. It has a ton of sodium. I'll put the Element comparisons on the screen here so you can see the difference between the 3 of them. But I think if you're like working out consistently or like in the summer when you're really parched, I think Element takes the win. Like Organica is great, but it doesn't have nearly as much milligrams. I think Element is like 1,000 or 2,000 milligrams of sodium, whereas this is only 440 milligrams. And Prime only has, like I said, like 30 milligrams, so a lot less. Oh my goodness. I started 2025 on a really great note. I mean, 2024 was an amazing year. I feel like I achieved so many of my goals, got to where I wanted to be, you know, financially, and just getting to a place in terms of my career that I was really happy with, and just really feeling solid in where I was at in life. I moved out west about 3.5 years ago, and it's definitely taken some time to kind of get to a place in life that I'm really excited and happy about, just with all the shifts and changes. And I do feel like 2024 really solidified my decisions and where I'm at, and I'm really happy with how things are going. And so some big changes started happening at the end of last year. Basically, I was offered a freelance producing opportunity here in Calgary, but I obviously still had my digital marketing and advertising job that I've been working the last like 3 years, plus my candles, plus my YouTube, plus my UGC. So I had a lot going on. And I couldn't turn down this opportunity because producing is like what I want my main career to be. On top of, you know, performance and making videos for brands and acting, producing is like the other half of my career. And when I worked in Toronto, I worked in television. I was an executive coordinator, executive assistant for many years. And I love production. When I moved out west, I took a bit of a step back because I needed a little bit more work-life balance, and I wanted to have a bit more of a life and develop, you know, our relationship, become a bit healthier, have less stress in my life. And so that brings us to like 2024. I'd been working a creative strategist role, project manager role at this agency for about 3 years. It was a great opportunity for me because I was able to have a job I enjoyed. The pay was decent, and I had a lot of extra time to be able to work on my candles and work on my creative passions, because I don't know, I just found like coming from television to working this new job, I just was able to get the work done pretty fast, and I had excess time in my day, and I worked from home, so I had a little bit of flexibility, which was perfect for that time in my life. But as the years went on, I kind of just started to get more bored with the role. Like, my background, like I said, is in production, television, producing, directing, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, I love the movie business. I've always have, ever since I was a kid. And so the advertising realm like wasn't as exciting to me. I started to just like get kind of tired of the role as time went on, and I started to like it less and less. So then fast forward the end of 2024, I had this opportunity to get back into producing, and I was like, well, that sounds amazing. But obviously it was just freelance, so I would do it kind of when I had time. It was sort of like a gig to gig sort of thing. So then obviously things got a lot busier. I was at that point, you know, as of November, I was doing markets every week. I was doing wholesale candle orders. I was still having to do auditions. I was still filming UGC videos. I still had my full-time job. And then I also did the freelance producing on the side. And I was doing that November, December, and into January. And honestly, it was a lot, and it was not sustainable. And I knew it wouldn't be sustainable long term, but I just did it because I figured, you know what, take any opportunity you can get. So then we're looking to like 3 weeks ago. Basically, the time had come where I was no longer going to be working at my full-time job. They were making shifts at the company. I was about to make shifts in my personal life, and we amicably parted ways. So thank God, because the production company then asked me to come on full time and be a full-time producer with them, which was a dream come true because that's really what I wanted to be doing this whole time anyways. So over the last few weeks, I have now transitioned to being a full-time producer here in Calgary. So I still can work from home some days, but predominantly I go into the office or I'm on set. There's also a lot of traveling involved, so that's been interesting. But it's kind of exciting because I feel like now I'm on a track where I'm doing what I want to be doing. I'm literally living out all of the like dream jobs that I wanted in my life. They're not all there financially yet, but I'm on the right track. And now I can feel like I can be totally transparent with what I'm doing. I feel like I can shout it from the rooftops, like, you know, I'm a producer and it's amazing. I love this company. I'm an actor. I am a UGC creator. I make candles. And all of those things make up these pockets of my life that I'm passionate about. So I'm really excited about what's next. And it's taken me a long time to get here, but I'm feeling really positive. And this is kind of like my first weekend that I've had since leaving that other job to just be by myself, reset at home. You know, I was cat sitting earlier this month and then I was away for work. So I have had some solo time, but I feel like it's just been so hectic and I haven't had a chance to decompress. So that's what I'm doing this weekend. I've got some journaling going on, I'm cleaning, taking some quiet moments, really just taking a step back to reflect on all the changes and what's next. So I just wanted to, you know, let you guys know kind of where things are at on my end. And so when I talk about, you know, going into the office or traveling for work, that is what I'm referring to. I'm no longer working at the ad agency and I am honestly very happy about it. So life is good and I'm really excited for 2025 to continue because I have some big goals. This YouTube channel is gonna get monetized, I just know it. I'm taking a little bit of a step back from my candles, still doing them, but obviously being mindful of my time. And I'm just really trying to pour my heart into my producing and my content creation and my acting. Like those three things are like my big focuses this year. So I'm pumped to see how things unfold.